Okay, today's class we will discuss some other algorithms based on heuristics, especially A star algorithm. Okay, A star algorithm, then AO star algorithm. After that, we have to discuss hill climbing algorithm. After this, we have another technique known as beam search algorithm. Okay, so under heuristic search, we are discussing heuristic search. Okay, under this uh, we are supposed to do these four algorithms. Okay, after that we are moving to next chapter. So today I will give you the basic concepts of A star algorithm and AO star algorithm, and if possible hill climbing also we can discuss. Okay, so let me go to A star search algorithm. Okay, A star search algorithm. Okay, yes. Yeah, so here what is the idea behind this algorithm? So avoid expanding path. This is the main idea behind this algorithm. Okay, so you do not follow or do not expand the path which is expensive. See, ultimately what we need, have to have is, suppose tree or graph, whichever you choose. So when you make a traversal, okay, when you make a traversal, your ultimate aim is select a path which is not expensive. Okay, you have to select a path in such a way that you starting, if this is start and if this is goal, you have to reach the goal with the minimum cost. For that purpose, we are using an evaluation function which is known as f of n is equal to g of n plus h of n. So the entire algorithm A star search, okay, it depends on this particular evaluation function. So at each and every step, you have to analyze this. Okay, you have to find out the evaluation function f of n, and you have to calculate f of n, and you have to proceed. So what is this g of n and h of n? So g of n is cost so far to reach n. Okay, I'll give an example. I'll go to,
Ma'am,
yeah,
the slides are not visible.
you can't see the slide now, that A
Yes,
stars, you can't see,
can't see.
all of you?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am, all
ma'am.
of us. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 1 second, just give me 2 minutes. Can you see the slides now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Yeah, let me start once again. Uh, uh, we have been discussing the heuristic search algorithms. So under that, we are left with these four algorithms: A star, AO star, hill climbing, and beam search algorithm. Okay. Today we will discuss a search algorithm. Okay. So here I was just discussing about the idea behind this A search algorithm. Okay. So here, what is the main point? You have to avoid expanding paths that are already expensive. Okay. So expensive paths uh, should not be expanded in the sense. Suppose when you move from source to goal, okay, if you come to know that by selecting this path, the total cost will increase. If you come to know that the total cost will increase, then you are not supposed to expand this. You should not select this path. So every time you have to see which is the optimal way of reaching or minimizing, how to minimize the cost. This is what you have to think and proceed. That is what is A star search algorithm. Okay. So here it is based on a simple function called f of n is equal to g of n plus h of n. Okay, this is the basic function. F of n is equal to g of n plus h of n. All of you keep this in your mind. So what is this g of n and h of n? So here g of n is cost so far to reach n. Okay, I'll just explain with one simple diagram. So you have the initial state here. Let us assume that this is the initial state. Okay, this is your initial state. Let me call it as I. Initial state. And this is the goal state. Okay, this is the goal state. So here, if you want to reach the goal state, you have to go through this current state. Let us call this as the current state. Okay, so now, so this is how you proceed to reach goal state. Directly from initial state to goal state not possible. So you start from initial state, you go to current state, from there you go to goal state. So this is g of n. Okay, and this is h of n. That is the total value of whatever I told the evaluation function, that is f of n is equal to g of n plus h of n. So this is how you determine the total cost. Okay. So normally we call this is the actual cost from start node to n, and this is estimated cost from n node to goal node. Okay, so here this is normally we call it as heuristic value. Okay, this is the heuristic value. This A star algorithm comes under heuristic search strategies, because this estimated cost, whatever we call from node n to goal node, it is the heuristic value or heuristic data which we get to solve the problem. Okay, so just keep in your mind this function. Every time you have to evaluate this. Okay, f of n is equal to g of n plus h of n. Okay, based on this, I'll go to the I'll take up one problem. Okay, directly I'll take up this problem and I'll explain you how to do this A star search, how to make use of A star search algorithm to start from node S and to reach goal node, and every time what we have to the what you call the queue, what data we are going to store there. Okay, let us assume you can take down if you're writing or this whatever the problems I'm solving, if you are writing, please take down. We are starting from start node and we are going to goal node now. Okay. So here I have written some values, that is g of n and h of n, that is written here. You can that also you can see here. See, this is I have written 14. Here it is 12. This is 11. Okay, this is 4, this is 6, and this is 11. These are the values given, heuristic values given. Okay, this is h of n. Okay, and even the actual cost, it is given here. You can also see that it is 4, 5, 16. Okay, this is the actual cost to reach from one node to the other. Okay, it is also given. This much data or this much information should be supplied whenever you are given graph or the tree. This much data should be there. So what happens first? Let us start the analysis. You are in node S. Okay, you are node in S and you are moving now towards goal node G. So from S to G you are going. When you move from S to G, so the first you see S is connected to B and C. Okay, S is connected to B and C. So here what I am saving is in this queue SB and SC. These are the two values. That means if I expand, it will be SB and SC. But now what you have to do is, I'll just write here. Okay, so here I'll write f of S is g of f of n is g of n plus h of n. This is what you must remember. Okay, so now two paths available is S to B. Okay, and another one is S to C, SBC, S to B and S to C. So to move from S to B, what we have is here, see this, the value of g of n, that is 4. Okay, 4 plus what is h of n here with respect to node B, that is 12. Okay, so it is 4 plus 12, this is equal to 16. Okay, now whatever f of n I have calculated with respect to movement or traversal from S to B is 16. Okay, then what about S to C? So S to C is, again see here, 3 plus the heuristic value associated with C is 11. So this is 3 plus 11, which is equal to 14. Okay, I hope this step is clear. Now here f of f is f of n, or f of what I call is f of b is 16. Here f of c is 14. Okay, so now here out of these two, it will select C. The C has to be selected because at this particular moment, moving from S to C is inexpensive. Okay, moving from S to C is inexpensive. So this is selected. Okay, I hope first step is clear. Say what I have written is SB, SC. Okay, after that, since SP is greater than SC or SC is smaller than SP, I have selected SC. Okay, so this is what I have selected. I'll just color this so that it will be clear for you. Okay, I'll once give me 1 second. I'll just copy this diagram once again. Okay, so this is selected. I just make this path SP to SC. Like this I will draw. So it will be more clear. So now what is the new path? New path is SC. So here okay, first SB, SC. Now this is the new path. SC, SB I am not considered, okay. So you come to this SC. Now from C, what are the nodes connected to this node C? It is E and D. So what are the two possible traversals? E and D, that is SCE and SCD. These are the two which I have expanded, okay. E and D I have expanded. So this is my step 1. Okay, this is my step 2. In this step 2, SCE and SCD possible. Now you calculate the function f of n. Okay, you calculate this evaluation function f of n with respect to SCE and SCD. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute time. You calculate SCE and SG and tell me the answer. So SCE, okay. Yes, C, it's here. Okay, here itself I'll write just to avoid confusion. Okay. Yeah. Can you tell anybody SCE? Okay, for the path SCE. So it is very simple. SCE. See this path SCE. S to C is 3. Then C to E is 10. 3 plus 10. Then you add the heuristic value associated with E plus 4. So it is 17. So SCE, S to C 3, C to E 10. Okay, then the heuristic value associated with the whatever the node we are reaching. Okay, 3 plus 10 plus 4. So how much? It is 17. Okay, this is 17. Then what about SCD? Can you tell SCD? So this is for SCE. For SCD, I will write here. Okay, so S to C, it is same 3. S to C same. Then C to D. So 3 plus 7 plus the heuristic value 6. So 60. See here. So two values I have written with respect to SCE and SCD. Any doubts so far? Anybody? Any doubts you can ask me. Is it clear till this step? SCE and SCD 16. Is it clear? Now my question is where to move next? Okay. What to expand next? Which node to expand? Any one of you? Which node to expand next? Which node to expand? Anybody?
Ma'am, I think we'll go to E. SCDE.
You will. No. We have reached SCD, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Which node? Yeah. Which node to expand now? After D. No, we have reached say SCD. We can go to SCD or we can go to SCE. So which one to expand? Which one to consider? This one SCS. This one or this one? This one or this one? First one or second one? You tell.
SCD, ma'am. SCD.
SCD. Okay, you are telling SCD.
Yes, ma'am.
Any other answer? Anybody? Your answer is right. But any other answer, any doubt, anybody?
Ma'am, SCE.
SCE. Why SCE?
Ma'am, because anyways from D the next node is E, so instead of going like
No, actually, see, whatever the values we have calculated, no. So we have got now 17 and 16, that f of whatever we have calculated. So 17 and 16. Now we have to decide which one is our next way, which is the next traversal, how to move it. So based on this value, you have to tell. So first answer which I got is SCD. Someone told. Now I want one more answer. Anybody? Just think and tell me, okay? Just think. Just see that whatever the steps I have written, you see and tell me. Any anybody, any doubt have you got here? Is it clear? Shreyas, what is your doubt? Shreyas, you written something? Which node to use as current between B and D, both of them have same total distance. Okay, if you are not answering, I'll tell. So we have reached SCD. So whatever the answer you have given SCD, when you have calculated this evaluation function, this is minimum. So we have already, we have discussed that whichever is minimum, we have to consider. Whichever is maximum at that moment, that has to be neglected. See here, in the first step, we got S to B 16 and S to C 14. We did not consider S to B. We consider, see, at that moment you calculate. You are at a particular node just to see what are the child nodes of that particular node, whether you are going to expand it or not, whether are going to, which path you're going to consider, that you should see. So here it is S to C. So when you come to S to C, after C, you have connections E and D. Okay, you have SCE and SCD. SCE and SCD, when you have expanded, that means when you have expanded this node C, SCE has given you 17 and SCD has given you 16. Please note a very, very important point I am telling now. Once you get the value of this SCD, so you can, of course, you have to expand SCD because see here, there is another, in the previous step, you have got 16. Okay, so this is the feature of A star algorithm. Even though we have neglected in the first step, this has to be considered in the second step or third step or fourth step until you reach the goal. You can consider if the evaluation function, whatever you calculate, that is f of n, that value, if it is coming minimum, then you are supposed to consider. Okay. So now you have to consider SB option also you have to consider, and SCD option also you have to consider. So what happens in the third step, if you expand SB to, we have SB to F. B has just expand this node B, SBF and SB. See here I've written SBF and SB. When it comes to SCD, you have, so where SCD is connected, D is connected to E now. Okay, SCD. So in the third step, I have expanded SBF, SBE, then SCDE. Okay, why I have considered, definitely you will get a doubt. Why madam has considered this SB again? It is simple. Even one step back or two step back, you can go and find out whether this function is value is, whether any small value is available or not. If it is, see, when we started with the first step, this was greater than 14, right? This is 14. This was greater than 14. So we neglected. But when we have come to the second step, 17 we have, so we can neglect 17. But we have 16 here and 16 here. Suppose instead of this is 16. Suppose if this was 15. Say I'm giving you an example. Second. Suppose here, now it is here, it is 16. Suppose if this was not 16, say due to maybe because of this cost, if this is, say, if it was 15, then you would not have expanded this. You would not have expanded SCDE in the third step. You would have simply gone to SPF and SPE. Okay, this is a very important concept in this A star search. That is what I wanted to tell you people, that if whenever that evaluation function, when it is same or minimum, you select the minimum. Okay, now I have gone to SPF, SPE and SCD. Now let us find out the values. Okay, for SPF it will be S to B 4, okay, B to F 5, 4 plus 5, and the heuristic value is 11. So it is 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 11, 20. Okay, then SB to E, this second one. This is S is, of course, that is 4. SB, B to E, 4. SPF, 4 plus 5 plus 11. SP 4 plus, this is 12. And this evaluation function of this is, I mean, heuristic function is 4. So this is also 20. Then this value, you calculate the function, evaluation function. So this is SCD, S to S3 plus C to D, 7, 3 plus 7, D to E, it is 2 plus the heuristic function of E, 4. 7 plus 3, 10, 10, 10 plus 2, 12, 12 plus 4, 16. Okay, now these 4 values we have, okay, and just to see the previous values also, all these values if you compare, okay, all this value if you compare, the 16 is the minimum value, okay, 16 is the minimum. So this will be considered now SCDE, okay, SCDE will be considered for the next step. SCDE will be considered for the next step. So SCDE, after that SCDE, of course, this is the goal function. Here the heuristic value is not given. It is by default, it is 0, okay. Heuristic value of the goal function, goal state is 0. So now last step is S, C, D, E. This has to be expanded. Because SPF and SPE, we have got the values 20, 20 each. So this has to be calculated. So here SDE to G, when it goes, so it is 3 plus 7 plus 2 plus 5 plus 0. So 17. So here finally from S to G, when it is moved, okay, finally when it is moved from S to G, the optimal value of this what we have got is 17. The function f of n is equal to, when you have calculated the f of n, okay, it is 17. Here n is the final one, so this is 17. This is the optimal value. This is how A star algorithm works. A star search algorithm works. Is it clear? Anybody?
Ma'am, why did the algorithm not consider SCEG?
SCEG.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait. But see, what happens is SC is the path we have got here. SC is after expanding, we have got here, right? At that moment, that is when you are doing in the second step, please note, when you are in second step, you have got the function 17. So 17 is not the optimum value at that particular state or at that particular step. So out of the 16 was optimal. See, what is the basic definition of A star search algorithm? So any expensive path is available that you will discard, you will not consider. SCE was considered to be expensive at that moment. Okay, it was giving you a evaluation function of 17. But we had SCD which gave us the evaluation function 16. So we consider that. That is why SCEG it may not be the optimal function. If you calculate SCEG, it will give you 10 plus 3, 13, 13 plus 5, 18. It will give you 18. Even otherwise, if I calculate and tell you, okay, the total cost, it will be 18. That is not the optimal value. The optimal value is SC, okay, DEG. SC, DEG. This is the optimal value.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, now I want to give you one problem. You have to do it, okay, all of you. It's very interesting. Okay, I will before yeah. This is one example which I have taken. All of you, please be attentive here for a while. I will discuss this problem later. See, this is one graph or the city in Romania. They have given this in one of the books which I got. Okay, different cities they have marked. They have shown the actual the distance in terms of distance. Okay, straight line distance. Different cities they have marked. It is very nicely it's shown. I will solve this problem later because these cities, no, with these cities it is difficult to analyze. So I have written an equivalent diagram in terms of alphabets I have given. Okay, I'll first explain this. I think after that, no, I'll give you one problem so that it will be clear. First, I will explain this how to do this problem. It is actual diagram of a city. Uh, okay, so it is to find the route from A to B. Okay, A is A. The optimal route, same problem you can apply it to traveling salesman problem also. If you want, we will do one problem. This is similar to that, but here the question is you have to find the path between A and B, which direction you have to go, or which is the path or the traversal you have to make so that you will reach from A to B with the minimum distance. Okay, I'll just give an data. Some steps I can tell you, and or else you can do it later. So this is 71. This is 151. This is 140. This is 75. This is 111. This is 70. This is 75. This is you can take down and you can find the distance, find the route. Okay. So this is the actual diagram of a city connecting different cities, different cities. So all the actual the distance is given. Okay, 40, 70, 120, 27, 7, 99, 415. Okay, 28, 85, 86. Okay, and even the heuristic values or the what you call the function g of n, that is also given. That also I will write. That is the heuristic value, how much it straight line distance, if you calculate, that is calculated and given. Okay, so this is one of the real-time applications of this algorithm. Okay, all the heuristic values I have listed. Okay.
Ma'am, what is the weight of edge SR?
S. Okay, I'll give you 1 second. S. 80. This is 80. Yeah. Okay. So this is the root finding problem. Using A star search algorithm. Okay. This is actually a simple problem with the minimum cities, minimum nodes we have given. Okay. So you can just try this and tell me what is the from A to B. From A to B, what is the minimum route using this A star? You can try. I think I have the answer for this. I have solved this. Okay. So I have got. If you want, I'll tell you a few steps. Okay, you can just try later. So first, from A, we have 3 cities. City S, then city T. We can start. Yes. Yes, Niharika, any doubts?
सबकी पसंद की डाल दे मैं क्लास चल अच्छा ये कुछ ब्रिक मंगानी है सबकी अलग अलग
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, is the route ASRPB? The total cost is 418.
Which one?
The optimal route.
Oh, optimal. Okay, final. This one you are telling. We'll
Yes.
wait 1 second. What is the answer you are telling? 400 and
18.
1 second, I'll just check. 418, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, 418 is the right answer. (418) is the right answer. But directly, I don't know whether you have done directly or not. But every time you have to write the steps and show. Okay, that means every time. Okay.
Actually, I calculated all the steps. I calculated all the steps,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. I'm just telling. So, whichever you are expanding, that has to be clearly written from A to O, like A to S, A to T. Out of this, you calculate using the function that whatever F we are calculating, you calculate. You write that which one you are going to select, okay? And that path you can always highlight. We can always, okay, among three, say here, first one you would get from A to S is the optimal path that you have to highlight like that. Okay, that is the first thing. After that, when you the other this say after S, when you reach S you will be you will have to expand this one S to F, S to R. Then again you will have to find the minimum. In this way, you just write. This is 418 is the right answer. I think all of you can try this problem. Okay, you can verify whether you get the right answer or not. So I am just leaving it to you. I have one more problem for practice. If you solve 2-3 problems, then only you will be perfect. You will not do any mistakes. Okay, just try this. This I have taken one problem. All of you, please try this problem. Okay. No, I think cost is 25. No, further optimal solution is possible. That is why I have given this problem. It's very interesting. 25 is not the right answer. Let us see. Let us see other.
ma'am, it's 19.
19. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Any other answers? I think 18 is the right answer. I think Shreyas has got 18. That is the right answer, I guess. I'll show you the steps. Let others complete. Okay, then we will just, I'll show you the steps. 18 is the right answer, which I have got. Just check others who have got, yeah, 18 is the right answer. Some of you are getting. Narayan, please check. Okay, you have got 25. Just see other possible, the minimum evaluation function values also you need to consider. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, it's 18.
It's
Actually,
18, right? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's what that is. Others, have you got? Okay, so I'll show you the steps. So this is the first step. So starting with S, the three possible expansions could be SCA, SB, SC. I've calculated the values. Okay, so here we have got, I think, the values after this. Yeah, SCD, that is considered to be minimum. So this is what I have got. Next, after SCD, okay, then the previous steps, SAE is expanded. This is the path one, okay, the highest, this one I have discarded. SAE, B is discarded. After that, okay, the goal, that path, if you select the goal, when you reach SAEFT, it will come 19. That is what you have, one of you have given the answer 19. So don't stop. You have to proceed in the other direction as well. SCD, SCDF and SCDB will give you the other highest values that should be discarded. So if you move in the direction of SBD, SBDE, okay. So when you reach through F, you will get 18. S, B, E, F, G. EFT will give you the 23, I think, that I have discarded. So the final one, the optimal value is the evaluation function when I have calculated, it is 18. Okay. This is how a star search algorithm works. It's very interesting when you are given n number of cities, okay, multiple n number of cities, and maybe anything. So you have to find out the best possible route, or it may be the cost or the shortest distance, whatever may be the objectives. Accordingly, you have to solve the problem and get the solution. Okay. Yeah. Now with this, whatever I have explained. So this is admissible heuristics. A star is normally admissible function, we say. So h of n is admissible if for every node n, the value of whatever it is, the true cost, it is, okay, h into h star into n, it is the true cost to reach the goal state from n, okay. So an admissible heuristic never overestimates the cost to reach the goal. It is optimistic, okay. This gives you the optimal solution because it checks all the possible paths to reach the goal, okay. It checks all the possible paths, okay. Okay, so this is the these are the features of at A star. Now same A star I have used it to solve this, okay, problem. This is a problem all of you are familiar with this, okay. Let's see, for even to solve this problem also this algorithm can be used. I will just explain, I will not solve it, I will tell you how to do it. You can try later. So this is my initial state, this is my goal state, okay. So goal state, you know, all these tiles should be in their place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, space being here. The original or the initial, this puzzle, the state of this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 5, 8. So here, this is the first step. This is the second one. This is the third level. This is the fourth level, okay. So this first level, we are considering it G to be 0. For this level, we consider it to be 1. For this one, we consider it to be 2. For this one, we consider it to be 3. G is 3. You can see I have written here, G is 0, G is 1, G is 2, and G is 3. Now, so you every time what you have to do is you have to calculate the F, okay. So you know the formula, F is equal to F of n is equal to G of n plus H of n. So you move the space, here we have moved it up, moved right, moved down, and calculate the function H. H is how many number of tiles are, how many mismatches are there, okay, with respect to the final. That H value you can calculate. So here I have got H4, here I have got H2, and here I have got H4. So calculate the function F. So F value here it is coming 3, this is 5, this is 5. So again the minimum, F value minimum, that is taken. Only that is considered at when you are at the, say this level, I call it as first level, you consider only this particular position of the tiles and you are now moving. Again, all possible movements you can do it. So again, you can write G, of course, as I have told, it is 2. You can calculate H and proceed. So when all 4 cases you are considered, this is where you have got F value to be minimum, because here F is 3. Okay, here F is 5, here F is 5. See, F3 is only this one. Here it is also F is 5, here also F is 5. Okay, so again, this is expanded. When this is expanded, you get the minimum F value and you get the final answer. Okay, so here, even for solving this 8 puzzle problem, it can be used. Like this A star algorithm or A star search algorithm, you can use it for any AI problems. Okay, this is what I wanted to tell about this A star algorithm. Okay. Okay, now next algorithm we have to study. I'll just give you the basic introduction of this AO star algorithm. Okay, I'll just tell you the basic theory behind this. So here actually this in this here AO star algorithm is, it is based on, here there is one and or, okay, it is and or, it is and or. What is that and or? I'll just give you one simple example how the traversal takes place here under when you have a problem, again using trees or using graphs. When you solve it, how you can use this and or logic here. Okay, so simple example I'll take. So online classes are going on. Okay, so you want to buy a smartphone. You want to buy a smartphone. You have another option. Okay, you have a, here you this maybe say if you have some, say 10,000 rupees, you will go for a smartphone. But some of you want, if you want to attend online classes, you may require a laptop also. So you want to buy a laptop. buy a laptop. Okay. But you have to have sufficient money, say at least 50,000 you have to have. So what you need to do is you have to ask your parents. You have to ask at least some, you have only 10,000 now. So you have to ask your parents 40,000 rupees and you want to have a laptop. This is actually and or option. So here if I just draw one line here, this is or. And this, whatever arc I have shown, this is and. So here, this is also possible. With this also, this is achievable. So this is achievable with these two combinations. Okay, this plus this you have to ask, and you have to buy this, and this is and. Okay, still, if you want to achieve this goal, this both should be satisfied. Okay, so this is what is called and or algorithm, and or AO star algorithm. Okay. So you may ask me what is the difference between A star and AO star. This will not give you, not, it will not, I don't say it will not, it need not give, it need not give optimal solution. But what normally we do is we break up a complex problem. So this is A star, if I consider, it gives you optimal solution. Okay, this gives you optimal solution. But here what we do is when you have complex problems, okay, complex problems can be divided into sub problems. Okay, it should be divided into sub problems, then we can solve separately. Okay, so divide the problem into sub problems, then you find out the solution, then you calculate this. Okay, so when this is what we do normally in AO star algorithm. Okay, I'll take one simple example and explain. Okay, I'll just see, at least I want to do 2 to 3 problems. Today I will discuss one problem. Let us see whether you can understand it or not. So the question is, develop the solution tree, develop the solution tree using AO star search algorithm. Okay. So here, when you are asked to develop the solution tree, what you have to do is you can. Okay, I'll explain. I'll just give a problem first. So all this, we are assuming it to be unity. Okay, solve one. This cost for sake of simplicity and for the sake of understanding, I am considering it as a unity cost. Okay, it is The cost is unit cost between each node. We are assuming it to be unit cost. So here the heuristic value, okay, this is 1. This is 4. Heuristic values are given. This is 4. This is 6, 8, 2. Okay. This is 0, 0, 0. Right now, yeah. This is 4, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. This is what I have the problem. Okay. Here it is. You have to find out the solution tree using AO search algorithm. Okay. So here, finding the solution tree is what you have to calculate. You explore using the possible AO logic. You explore the different paths. Then take this value, okay, back to root level, and you calculate the new heuristic value of A. You can calculate the new heuristic value of A. A means it is a start node. You whatever the value you calculate first, you start from A, you proceed towards this, then explore towards B or E or whatever it is, then you calculate back the heuristic value of A. So that will give you the cost. Okay. So let us see how to do it. It is not like the previous problem. It is slightly different. If we solve some 2-3 problems, definitely the concepts will be clear. I just try to explain this now. So here, A to B, it is, see here, this is 1, this is 4. I am first writing here A to B. A to B when it is moved, so this is 1 plus 4. Okay, it is 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. Then here you come to this part. Here there is a AND logic. See, this is AND actually, right? So you calculate both. So 2 plus, I will write A to CD, I'll write. So this is 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1. This is 7. Okay, 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1. So here, this side we have 5, this side we have 7. Okay. Now it has to explore towards B only, because when you calculate it, see here it is not individual, it is together because of this AND logic. So now it has to explore towards B. Now next step will be, step 2 will be B to E, and you calculate B to F. So B to E will be, B to V will be 1 plus 6, 7. B to F will be 1 plus 8, 9. So this has to be selected. B to E should be taken. Now take this value to root level. Okay, take this value to root level. See here the difference between A star and AO star. Okay. So it is here, it is calculated. So it is now A to B, B to E. Okay. This is now you have to calculate back. You have to take this value to root level. So now new heuristic value of A has to be calculated. New heuristic value of A has to be calculated. Okay, I will write here. So new heuristic value of A is this. I will take another color and write. So here you have got 7. Okay. And this side you have got 8. Here out of the 7 and 8, you take this smaller value. So this 7 value plus this one. So the new heuristic value of A is 8. So whatever I have written in blue color, so the new heuristic value of A has to be calculated, which is equal to 8. Okay. The problem solution is not over now. Now what you have to do is, we have to calculate the heuristic value of this A even after exploring this side. Because why we have to explore this side now? Okay, so here it was actually we got this 1 plus 4, 5. Since it was 5 and here 7, we explored in this direction. But now we have calculated the new heuristic value. This is 8, but 7 is here. This is smaller than this value, so you explore in this direction. Okay, now go towards C. Now what you have to do is C to G. C to G, when you calculate 2 plus 1, so this will be 3. Then C to H. Oh, okay, sorry, here there was one AND operation. Okay, I forgot to mention. So here it is AND. So what happens is now C to HI. C to HI will be 0 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1. So this is 2. Okay. So now D to J. So 0 plus 1, D value will be 1 because 0 plus 1. Okay. Now, if this is 1 and here 3 and 2, take a smaller value out of these 3 and 2. So 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 5. So the new value of this will be 5. Okay. This is how you calculate the solution tree for a problem when you are given like this with the AND logic, and of course this is the OR operation. So here if it is given like this, in this way you have to calculate the heuristic value. You have to first explore the paths, you have to select the minimum. Okay, then you have to calculate the heuristic value of the root node. You have to take back these values to the new root node. Again, you have to explore in the other direction if possible, and you have to calculate the root heuristic value. This is how you build the solution tree using the, this technique. Okay, like this we will solve one or two problems. Okay, I will solve some, I'll take some real-time problems also. Okay, I'll try, if you solve 2-3 by yourselves, then I think it will be more clear. So before we go to next topic, that is hill climbing or beam search algorithm, we will take up some more example to find the optimal solution. Okay, so I will just take attendance. Okay, so next class, what we'll do is this one more example we will try. Okay, AO star, then hill climbing, one problem we have to do, then beam search algorithm, one problem we have to do. This completes, if I these 3 problems or these 3 analysis if you do, then heuristic search will be over. Okay, then I'll start the next chapter. Okay, 3rd chapter I'll start. That's all for today. Okay, we will close today's class. Any doubts? Anybody? Please solve the problems which every day I give some problems in the class. Some of you solve it, some of you don't solve it, I know. Please solve these problems. Okay, that's all.